Vince McMahon has been confirmed to be back in the gorilla position for WWE. Of course, this was maybe just a one-time thing. Let's not blow it out of proportion or make this out to be something that it might not be. Rumors are that Vince McMahon was at WWE Raw this week simply to hang out with John Cena. Him and John Cena are bros. They're buddy-buddy. They love each other. They cuddle and stuff. So they don't slap each other's ass when they're lifting weights. Ha-ha! God damn it. Good job. So they're buddies, and supposedly Vince was just there to hang out with John. But wouldn't you know it? You know, he got himself a good comfy seat right up next to Hunter and probably William Regal and Bruce Pritchard at the gorilla position. Vince McMahon sat in gorilla position, not just for John Cena's match, but for the whole show. And not only that, but Vince McMahon was also reportedly behind the Brock Lesnar Omos match. This maybe was after Lesnar turned down the match idea with Bray, but Vince apparently made that match. So, is Vince McMahon back in full form? Not yet, but he's inching his way in there just a little bit further every single time, right? Give an inch, take a mile. Oh, he's just back on the board. Oh, he's just the chairman now again. Oh, he's just pitching ideas. He's not actually the head of creative. He's just contributing ideas, just watching the show and giving his thoughts. Oh, he's just in the office this week. He's just got a thing. He's just been in his office. Oh, he's just at the show now, just sitting in gorilla. He's just watching Cena. Oh, he just made this one match for WrestleMania. You see where this is going. Vince McMahon is basically pushing his way right back into the same position that he was in before. And look, why not? It's his company. He owns it. He can do what he wants, I suppose, especially if he's going to try to sell it. Let's take a look at these clips here. Oh, before we do, there's one other thing. I can't believe I missed it. Vince McMahon is sporting a mustache. Now, the picture you've seen going around the internet, that is not a real picture. That is photoshopped. I don't believe there is any actual photo proof that this existed, but it has been confirmed by multiple people backstage. Vince is sporting a stash. And if you've heard anybody talk in their podcast, Vince is notoriously shaving his face constantly. He's very clean. He doesn't not even a 5 o'clock shadow. For the whole entire 40, 50 years he's been alive, or not alive, he's 70. You get my point. In 40 years he's been in the business, people have only known him to have a perfectly shaved face. And all of a sudden, dude's got a mustache? What the fuck? Check out Jim Cornette's thoughts on this, and we'll wrap it up on the other end.
What do you think about him being at Raw just in general? Again, this is the first time he's been there in a while. He was ousted from the company, allegedly, or he resigned, I guess we can say for sure, because of a sex scandal, including sex with talent. And all of a sudden, here he is backstage at the show with a mustache.
Well, he was... Oh, come on now. You keep going back.
Hello, girls. Remember me?
It's fucking Ron Jeremy's in prison and got Alzheimer's, so now Vince has to take over the fucking legacy? Well, no, first of all, everybody did freak out, and I guess they had to, on PWInsider.com, they had to put up a disclaimer that Vince was not there in an official capacity. He did not run creative. He did not produce the show from the back. That's where the story came out that he was sporting quite the mustache, but he was there. And I believe this to be true because it probably is, to visit John Cena, and they're in Boston. It's right up the road. It's Cena's hometown. I'm sure they... Remember, I think I've said, if Vince McMahon, and this was a couple months ago, if Vince McMahon's come back and want to sell the company, you're going to see a lot of fucking stars show up.
Any issue, though, from a company perspective, of having this dirty pervert back
Hey, now come on. You know what? As far as I'm concerned, to be quite honest with you, I think Vince McMahon would say, if I'm going to stop by the fucking network television production that I'm a majority owner of and meet the goddamn biggest current star that is available to me and do business for WrestleMania and the Saudis and who knows what else, that fucking locker room can get mad or get glad and kiss my big fat white ass. That's what he thinks.
This is a bad look to have Vince McMahon back. Look, it's his company. Like I said, he has every right to be there if he wants to be there. Nobody's pushing him out. And even when they tried, he pushed his way back in because I'm Vince McMahon. God damn it. Nobody pushes Vince out of anything. Nobody tells Vince what to do. Nobody runs Vince McMahon's life. It's his company. He's going to do what he wants. And if he wants to be back, then he's going to come back and he's going to do shit the way he wants to do it. But he's doing it slowly. He's integrating himself back in. Every single step is the new normal. So now it's just going to be normal to see Vince McMahon occasionally sitting in Gorilla. Or maybe this will be a weekly thing now. Maybe occasionally he's going to start hand-picking matches for people. It's concerning. And it's got to be concerning to a lot of the wrestlers in the back. You know, we talked about this before when Vince came back to the company initially as the chairman, that, you know, all these people that went to AEW that were all like, I'm going to go back to Hunter now because Hunter's in charge. But, you know, all those people are biting their tongue pretty hard right now. I'm sure House of Black is super happy to be the Trios champions right now and not heading back to work for Vince McMahon again. And you know what? If had that be where they ended up, fuck them. Good for them. I hope they get buried again. You know what I mean? Until Vince dies, he's going to be the boss of that company. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I don't care who's running what, because at the end of the day, right now, everybody's just running shit because Vince is letting them run shit. You think Triple H has any authority at all, any power at all over his own position? He's there because Vince lets him be there. If Vince steps in and fires Triple H or tells Triple H to go home for a bit or moves Triple H to a different position like he has in the past even, Triple H can't do a goddamn thing about it. Vince is the chairman. Now, technically, it is Nick Khan's job as the CEO to appoint, fire, positions and that sort of thing. So he would be the direct overseer of Triple H's position. But, Vince McMahon is the direct overseer of Nick Khan. So even Nick Khan is there only because Vince McMahon wants him to be there. Vince can snap his fingers and remove Nick Khan. Vince can snap his fingers and remove Triple H. He can snap his fingers and sit his ass right back down in the gorilla position with the headset on, yelling at people on the fucking headsets. God damn it, Cole. Tell him about the fucking action figures. It's a premium live event. Damn it, not a pay-per-view. Gonna hurt my voice doing shit like that. Maybe I should just go straight mustachioed. Is that a new trend? Is that something that people are doing nowadays? I saw the mullet was trying to make a comeback for a little bit. Dominic's got one going on. Cash Wheeler's got one going on. Brian Pillman, my God, the sexiest fucking mullet you'll ever see. Brian Pillman Jr., that is. I digress. What do you guys think of this Vince McMahon thing? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Is this concerning that he's back in Gorilla? Was this just a one-time thing for John Cena? But then what do you make of him booking the Omos and Lesnar match? It's obviously the worst match in WrestleMania history since like The Undertaker and Giant Gonzalez, which I was a fan of as a kid, by the way. I love that WrestleMania. Everybody says it's the worst WrestleMania. It's bad. I mean, the matches aren't good, but it's a fun little show, right? Big, giant, naked man with his fur fucking crotch, and then the Undertaker, the zombie. He got fucking chloroformed. It's good shit. Anyway, I'm out of here. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Vince McMahon back in the saddle again.
Let me tell you something, brother. You can check out full episodes each and every Sunday right here on this channel, dude. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to take your vitamins and say your prayers, brother.